Hello, everybody. My name is Ray. Welcome to the Evangelical Dark Web. Today, we'll be talking about the grift of David Hogg. Now, he's someone that's been showing up in my social media a lot lately. He is someone that has been endorsing every caricature that you could think of, that you could stereotype him with. You know, he has embraced the soy boy label, and honestly, there's something about him that I just really disdained. And I honestly, there's less things that you can do for me to dislike you more than to try to profit off of school shootings. And that's what David Hogg did. That is why he is famous. And, you know, that's some total depravity right there, is trying to profit off of the death of children. And you see that this is a very abhorrent thing to do. And you see that because there were not many school shootings where students wanted to profit and capitalize off of the death of their fellow classmates. But David Hogg and a few others were one of those rare occasions where this turned out to be true. And you see since, like, there have been school shootings where they tried to, like, show up and they were not welcomed. So, you know, David Hogg is a uniquely depraved individual. And, you know, I came across his Tinder bio, not because I was looking for it, but because it was on social media. Like, people were sharing it because it is a construct. Like, let me read the first line of his Tinder bio. And I'll quote it. Currently in an, sorry, there's a grammatical error that I was trying to correct, and I should not do that. Currently in a ethically non-monogamous open relationship. Now that is very oxymoronic. There's not an ethical way to be in an open relationship. There's not an ethical way to be in a non-monogamous relationship. But, you know, that's how he starts off his Tinder bio. And it's just that construct of, you know, just let me not be a man. Like, it's a very effeminate construct that he's painted himself as. And, you know, to me, like, you know, a lot of times people, like, have creative phrases for their online dating profiles. So, for instance, like, being self-employed can be unemployed. You know, that can be one way of saying unemployed. And with David Hogg, I think being in an ethically non-monogamous open relationship is a good way of saying that you are an incel. That's what the kids are calling it these days. So what I want to talk about with David Hogg is his grift. And so recently, Mike Lindell has gotten into a lot of hot water. They really want to cancel this guy, and he's apparently lost contracts with several companies that were retailing his products. And David Hogg, wanting to capitalize off of the hatred and cancel culture mob that was going after Mike Lindell, says, I'm going to start my own pillow company. Now, obviously, he's not actually selling pillows. So, you know, he's not selling pillows with this pillow company. In fact, from what I've seen, it looks like he's just going to set up a dropshipping website. So this is how e-commerce often works. Not always, but there are several websites that operate like this. And as you have a website and, you know, you accept payments, but you do not make the product. You do not even ship the product. It's called drop shipping, where he just has some third-party vendor. He just puts his name on a product and has a third-party vendor sell it for him and ship it. He doesn't touch the product at all. That's actually a very smart way for David Hogg to do this, and it looks like that's the path he's trying to take, is a drop shipping service. So while Mike Lindell is going to be selling Made in America pillows and other products that correspond to that product line, David Hogg is going to be drop selling Chinese pillows that have his name on it. And the only real value proposition is virtue signaling. And now there are plenty of people that just want to virtue their signal. And that's what David Hogg is going to be making money off of. And, I respect that amount of hustle. I just disdain the fact that he is using the death of children to fuel this grift. And that I have a huge ethical aversion to. But at the same time, I think Christians can actually take this as a way to learn about dropshipping, and this can be an effective way to diversify your income, is to create a website, have payment processing, of course, and then just tailor a product line that you don't have any inventory other than or any overhead, I should say, other than the cost of the website. You don't touch the inventory. You don't deal with the shipping. You just deal with the money coming in. So that's one way you can diversify your income, is through drop shipping. Now, I'm not an expert on that. I've never done it, but I know what it is, and I know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it well enough, I should say. So another little side hustle that I want to talk about is the Super Bowl. So there was this guy that was a streaker on the Super Bowl. And I'm not really big into streakers. I love watching them get tackled. I love watching them run around. But this guy was actually really smart. And I know that's very oxymoronic when talking about someone that gets drunk and runs onto a football field. But hear me out. With the Super Bowl, there are several prop bets. The most common one, you got the coin flip at the beginning. You got the coin flip. That's a 50-50. I always lose on a coin flip prop. You got the spread, of course. Last year I had the Chiefs to beat the spread, and they did. I didn't bet on any Super Bowl prop bets this year. Now, one prop bet was a streaker running onto the field. And the guy who ran onto the field during the Super Bowl this past week bet money that a streaker would run onto the football field. And the odds on that, the money line was plus 750. So you bet $100,000, you get $750,000. You get 7.5 times your return. So he bet a lot of money that a streaker would run onto the football field, and then influenced the outcome of that wager. And I gotta think that's pretty smart. Like that's pretty smart. That's thinking with your head. Now, he broke a law. I think he'll probably get charged with like trespassing on private property, because while the stands are public property, the field itself is private property that you cannot trespass onto. But I think he's making away with like $300,000 from doing that. That's what I heard. I saw that on like TMZ, and I gotta say that's thinking with your head there. But streaking onto the football field may not be the most ethical way to do that. Obviously, a classic prop bet is the color of the Gatorade. All you have to do is know someone on the inside, what color is that Gatorade, get both teams, get the color of the Gatorade on both teams, and then make bets, hedge your bet on the outcome of the game on the Gatorade. And that's thinking with your head there. It's not cheating, because they created a wagering system off something that can be easily rigged by people, that want to make easy money. Like that's free money right there if you're on the inside. And that guy obviously had Super Bowl tickets and saw prop bet plus 750 on running onto the field. and ran onto the football field. And I just thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, I think they should make a movie about that, just because that could be a pretty funny movie. But anyway, that's all I got to say about David Hogg and Super Bowl streakers, which was a little bit of a side note. My name's Ray. This is the Evangelical Dark Web. And if you like this content, do also subscribe for more. And I will catch you on the next one.